Welcome back to another interview. Today we're going to be interviewing one of my most recent favorite YouTubers to watch, and that is Casual Guy.
Hello. Thank you for
I
having me.
yeah, I actually really love your content, mostly because it seems so. It feels like it's the Scottish Dubs, effectively.
Thank
I
you.
guess
I'm
it's
I'm
a
glad
good.
you enjoy it.
I guess it's a good way of putting it. Like, especially back in the day when he used to just make a lot of jokes
Mm.
and he
Yeah.
wasn't so serious. But everyone's so serious
Mm.
on YouTube nowadays because everyone's trying to make
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. And like I'm at that size where money's not even a thought, so I'm just
Yeah,
kind of having fun with it.
I'm monetized on YouTube, but I make like
No way.
nothing.
Yeah. I used to be like when I started YouTube, I was in one of those shady like partnership deals
Oh,
with like a
okay.
terrible, and it was like. Yeah, it was like a cool thing to say, oh, I'm partners. It was like, when you had the original YouTube channels where it was like each channel was like a MySpace page, it looked
Yeah.
like. Yeah, I had one of those, and I got this partnership just because I was getting a banner, and then like a month after, I got this thing like banners came in for everyone, and I was so bummed. Yeah, not good times.
You know, it's funny. I remember when being a YouTube partner just meant you got to upload videos that were longer than 15 minutes
Yeah, like way back in the day.
back in 2006 because in 2005 is when YouTube started and also when I created my original channel.
Hmm.
And about like I want to say 2 or 3 months into 2006, they they started up their partner program where like
Hmm.
if you had uploaded consistent content, if you had an audience, you could upload longer than 15-minute videos as long as you filled out an application form, which you actually had to
Hmm.
fill out an application form. It wasn't like a joking application or anything like,
Yeah,
oh,
it was like
just
a real
it was like
legit thing.
it was like why do you want to make videos longer than 15 minutes? Like it
And
seemed
you'd put
like
like,
mind-boggling.
well, I've got so many memes that I just can't put it in 10 minutes.
To
Like,
to
give
be
me
perfectly
15.
honest, I didn't even I still don't make memes. I steal them. To be honest, most of us do. There's only a
Mm.
handful of people
Yeah,
who are actually
the
good at
people, the
making.
actual, there's like saints out there, like wonderful, wonderful human beings that sit and tirelessly make fucking memes that we can all steal and repost. And
Yeah,
like, they're the unsung heroes of the world. I love them so much. Like,
exactly. But
they need some praise.
I created like face cam videos, kind of like imagine my unfiltered rants, but I posted them multiple times a day over different topics. I had like
Multiple times a day. Wow.
this is back in 2006. There was no thought process on like
Mm.
uploading or something. I just would record something and then upload it after I put my shitty intro and outro on it.
Yeah. Like,
So
to
those
be
like
honest, like,
5 minutes or less.
those were like I remember like I was like fucking really young back then, but I remember
I'm
when I
surprised you
first
were
started.
alive.
Well, I'm actually I look like a child, but I'm actually 24, which is
I know.
incredible. Uh, but those days, like I remember, like I would go on YouTube and just watch like people, like as you said, just talking to a webcam about their daily life. And
Exactly.
like there was no like structure or anything, and I used to just sit for like hours watching people do that, and no one really does it anymore. And I feel like it's like someone needs to bring it back.
Well, I mean, I sort of do that with my unfiltered rants. Like they're literally
Mm.
unedited.
Mm.
It's just me, no editing, no scripts, my
Mm.
opinion, recorded, uploaded, done.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, I
I
watched
want
them back,
people.
but
Yeah, like I remember there was one person I watched. I have no idea what the name is. I'd love to go back and try to find it, but it was just them in like a dorm at college, and they'd
yeah.
moved there, and it was like every day they would just post something about like what it was like moving out and living in this dorm. And I was fascinated. We need like YouTube to go back to that day. Get rid of fucking the Paul brothers and bring back
Bring back basic
dorm
vlogging.
vlogs. Yeah, just bring back webcam dorm vlogs. That's all I want.
Fuck, back in the day, like, there was. So, you know how we have, like, these large groups that we call communities, like the commentary community, the vlogging
Yeah.
community. Back in the
Hmm.
day, like, a community was, like, 3 or 4 people who just kind
Yeah.
of, like, merged together for no specific reason. Like, I became friends with somebody who lived in Australia, who lived in the Midwest, a guy who lived in
Mm.
Ireland, and a guy who lived in England. And, like,
Mm.
we just bonded together, and like we would talk about each other in each other's videos and stuff like that. We would promote the crap out of each other, even though all of us were like only had a couple hundred subs, maybe. Back in 2006, that was still a big deal though. A couple hundred. That's like, what the fuck? Why are there more than 100 people watching my videos, let alone 100? Sometimes I still feel that way.
It's crazy because like it's so weird now how much it's changed, but like back then, like growing didn't really mean shit, did it? It was like, oh, this is cool, we have this many people watching, but there was no, like, nowadays everyone wants to grow because it will lead to money and all that shit. But like back then, no one gave a shit. Everyone was like, oh yeah, I just make videos and hey, I have like 1,000 people, that's cool, and it would just continue like that. But yeah, like it was the golden age. I sincerely miss all that. Like we could never have it back, which is terrible. But yeah, I miss it. It was great. It's beautiful.
Whenever I feel like I miss 2006 though, I go back and I go watch some of my old videos from then. Which no, I'm not going to give out the channel that was on. But
one day
I cringe so bad because I'm like, back then I was just like so proud. I had like 500 videos at one point, and it's on like 22 that I still have left on that channel just because like I deleted a bunch and never saved them. So rip, like,
but like that's, it's like looking back at that, it's kind of like it's fucking cringe as it is and shit, but like unfiltered, that was unfiltered, like you, a part of your life.
Well,
like
I mean,
if I look back on videos, it's all edited and I've put like, you know, it's not really, but looking back at like old webcam videos, that's like you just at a point in your life that you don't want to think about. It's so weird.
Me when I was working at Subway and complaining about my ex-boyfriend on webcam and how shitty my hair looked.
Oh my god, you need to send me that. That sounds like the type of content that I miss.
Like that was me. I was one of those stereotypical like early 2000s webcam YouTubers, because like there was Smosh. Like I remember when Smosh started.
Yeah.
I actually remember when Smosh started. Not many people can say that.
I don't remember them. I remember the first time I watched them. Like a mate was like sleeping over at my house, and he was like, "Have you heard of Smosh?" And we sat for like hours watching, and it was like all the really old dumb shit. Like you're just like, I don't know how. Like we've completely left that era. Like there's no one making anything that innocent anymore. No. Like never again.
And like I know that people might think it's lazy that I do things like the unfiltered rants, but like it's not that I can't be bothered to edit things, because I can. Like I can take the time and effort to do that, but it doesn't feel like me. Doing these interviews, having them unedited, having them be like podcast style where there's an image and, you know, just two people talking, that's me. Having me like angry about something and like wanting to rant at a camera to like tell the world like my fucking feelings on it, that's me. I can't.
And that's like, we need, like, YouTube is like at the point, it's like so many people on it. Like,
exactly.
I love it when other people are doing different shit. Like, it's great. Like, there's a friend of mine that makes vlogs, and they're just like of his daily, like in his house, and he talks utter shit, and there's no structure to it, and I love it. And it's just because it's different. Like, these rants that you're doing are like, yeah, you could make like a commentary video on it with loads of editing and forced memes and shit, but it's like, do we really need another one of them?
No.
You know, so it's great that we have people doing different kind of shit, and plus, I think that's great that there's people out there making unedited, just here we go, fucking let's talk.
To be honest, like, even if they're unedited, like, my brain automatically like goes, oh, don't say that. Like, and it's not because, and it's not because, oh, I'm on the internet, it's because I'm a mom. So I think
you've got that natural filter, like, don't fucking say that.
I mean, I curse. I'll curse all the time. I get told by my kid when he's home language. Like, he constantly tries to get me to stop cussing, and it's a battle of wits because I've been cussing since I was like his age.
Yeah, I mean, I love swearing. I don't understand how people can't do it. It just, I mean, I'm Scottish, so it's kind of built into us that we just say the word fuck every 2 seconds. But yeah, no, if unfiltered just content on YouTube is something that's really missing from the platform.
Yeah.
And I think we need more of it because I'm sick of everything being these Disney star vloggers. Like, give me some like a real person doing something like honest. Give me that any day.
Exactly. It's a part of the reason why I do these the way I do, where they're completely unstructured. There's no actual questions written, and it's just like a conversation because I need you to feel comfortable for people to actually know who you really are.
Yeah,
Writing
exactly. Yeah,
questions,
it's a real conversation.
writing questions and handing the questions over to the person, or going through a structured question list will only ever show what the YouTuber or content creator or what have you wants people to see. But
Yeah.
getting people into real conversations gets their audience, gets their fans to see them as they really are, which is
Definitely, yeah.
important because with the rise of all, like, as you said, the Disney style vloggers and stuff like that, the overly edited, overly like selling themselves kind of people, is the fact that people are different now than they are on their videos. Like me, what we get here, like this conversation, you and I have had talks before, and I'm the same. When I do my unfiltered rants, I'm the same. When I'm on Twitter, I'm the same. I don't have a personality switch. Where there are some people who, like, I'll get mad at them about something and they'll be like, oh, that's my persona. I'm like, bitch, fuck that.
See,
Who has
like
the time?
personas are like, because for instance, like I would say my channel is a persona. Like I'm not really like that, or I don't think I am in real
Right.
life. But like I feel like there's like a level of a persona and like a character. So if someone says some shit in a video and you're like, I don't agree with that, and they're like, oh, neither do I, it's a persona. It's like, no, motherfucker, that's like a completely different character. You can't just come out and be, oh, I just said that because of the like, fuck off. If you're gonna say something, you should actually believe it, even if the way you're saying it is maybe exaggerated. You
Yeah,
know, fuck
exaggerating
out here with
your
that.
exaggerating like how you feel. Everyone does that. Like I do that. There's
Of
some,
course, yeah.
like, I'm sick as shit right now. Like I do, but I'm happy, and I'm happy because I'm recording, and I'm not
Yeah.
happy. I don't, be perfectly fucking honest, I don't give a fuck about making money on YouTube. That's why I don't put a bunch of ads. Like I put, like my videos are like 45 minutes long. I put an ad at the beginning, an ad at the end, and like 3 ads in the middle. I could put way more than that and still have it seem reasonable.
Yeah, like at this point in YouTube, I don't see the point in people going just for the money. Like, I don't even know why anyone would want YouTube as like a full-time job. To me, like, I always think it just sounds like such a dumb business move. Like,
Yeah.
imagine putting your entire income came from this website that changes something every other day, and you're just
Can
fucked
fucking
because
ban
you're
you
in a
at
bad
any
business.
time.
Yeah, like you could just like now it's like if you swear in videos, they're gonna demonetize you.
I've never
It's
been
like, whoa,
demonetized. Never. I curse
really?
often. I curse often. The only videos that have been demonetized have legitimate reasons. Except for one, and that video is really stupid they got demonetized because it was just me explaining the Geneva Convention. I'm like, the fuck?
You're not allowed to
Why
talk about
is
news.
that?
You're not allowed to.
Like, it's not even news. It's like history. It was like history.
It's old news.
Somebody asked me, like, when I first started doing YouTube, when I first got back in April, I did 2 commentary videos and said, fuck that. They're unlisted. They're both shit. Then I went to political commentary, and I had a blast. And with doing political commentary, like, I had a fan base, and that fan base would ask me to record, like, to make videos on things. And somebody said, hey, will you do a video on the Geneva Convention? I went,
You're like,
sure.
fuck yeah, well. Yeah,
I mean,
go
it's
for it.
content. It's something that I'm interested in history. I'm interested in politics. Why not? Made the video. When I got monetized in August, it like demonetized that video automatically. I'm like, the fuck? Of all the videos, like, I understand my video on incels being demonetized because I literally talked about a guy who ran people over. Perfectly understandable. Totally get that. I can understand why videos of me bringing up boobs and sex those videos are also enlisted from 4 years ago, are also demonetized.
Yeah.
But
The Geneva Convention.
But all of my shitty stand-up comedy videos are monetized. And I talk about the same shit in there that I talked about in those, in my old vlogs. Because I used to do, like 4 years ago, I did unfiltered vlogging, like daily. Like it was just me and my phone and the camera.
Oh fuck! How did you do? How long did you do that for?
I think I went like 6 months or something straight.
Jesus Christ!
Of recording every day.
That's a lot of work.
I would just record and upload. I wouldn't even watch back. So like some of the shit, like I watched them recently. Some of the shit I said, like I'm like I don't agree with that. But I would make so many jokes about women needing to be in the kitchen to make sandwiches. I like making those jokes. Sexist jokes are funny to me. They're hilarious.
As long as you enjoy them, yeah.
And it always throws people off because like I'll do them on Twitter. Like somebody will post like a shitty meal. I'll be like, oh man, it looks like you need a woman in your life who knows how to be in the kitchen. They're like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Because I'm
can't
a
say
female.
that.
I'm a female, so I can say it, but people will still get offended for me, even though I'm the one that said it.
Yeah, I mean everyone's just offended by people. People are now offended by the idea of being offended from other. Yeah, it's just fucked.
Like the idea that like, oh, a woman made a misogynistic joke about women, I'm going to be offended for women. What?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but that's the time we live in now. Like that's how the world works. Like I'm so scared for when I'm old. You know what I mean? Like because like I'll look at old people now
Dude,
and think
I'm
they'll be ignorant about something, and I'm like, fuck. When I'm old, what am I going to be ignorant about?
I'm like 8 years older than you, and you sometimes you make me feel old.
No, old is like a number. I think like you're not old until you're like pissing yourself. At that point, you're old.
Okay, so to be fair, there's some people in their 20s that we know who do that.
Well, like, okay, right. So when you're old, when you're really old, that's the way to put it.
Okay, so like when you're in your 60s and 70s, that's old.
Like once you get to like 65, when you can retire. Well, you can't even retire now at that age. But
I mean, to be fair, my mom's 51 and she plays Minecraft and stuff with my son.
Fucking hell, that's a new age woman.
And she uses Discord. Like we have a Discord server for the family.
And all that god.
Stuff. Yep.
That's bringing the family into like the millennial age.
My dad runs a networking company for dentist offices. Like I don't,
nice.
And he's also 51.
Nice.
And he started that business himself.
50s, you're not like it's weird. I think there's like I always judge it like, right? Okay, this is how I judge it. So you go from being like old, you go from being normal to being really old by, when you fall over, someone's like, oh, I just fell over. Mm-hmm. When someone describes it as you had a fall, you're old. Like, got it. It's like a big deal. Like, they had a fall. Yeah, like an old person falls over, it's big. Yeah, it's like that shit. That's when you're old. That's how I kind of define it. So
I guess it's a good way of putting it. I don't know. For me, like I always just kind of feel old, and I like it doesn't help that people in the community like crack those jokes all the time. They're like, "Oh, you're old," but then again, people who don't know my age on Twitter because I don't put it in my bio because I'm old enough that it shouldn't matter. Yeah. When I talk to them, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I have a 9-year-old." They're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, like what?
And then I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 32," and they're like, "No, you're not." I'm like, how is it possible for people just not to believe my age? I had somebody ask me to take a picture of my ID.
No.
I blurred out. I blurred out everything. Like I blurred out my last name. I blurred out my address. I blurred out the ID number.
It's mental that people care that. Like it's weird because YouTube is like it's full of so many young kids now. It's like the moment you go over the age of 22, you're just considered old. So like most of YouTube, like, you're an old man. Like at 24, people are like, Ian, what the hell are you doing with your life? And I'm like, fuck. Why am I still doing this? So yeah, fucking 32 is like young as shit. Like your life doesn't start until you're like 40, from what I hear.
No,
So,
like, and not a lot of the, like, and especially since I had my son at
mm,
22, by the time I'm in my 40s, he'll
yeah,
be an adult.
that's so scary. That's
And
so scary.
I get to just live my life without being responsible for him anymore.
Well,
Oh
you
no,
never really know. Like
that
he's
boy
like,
is getting his butt kicked into college, and he is
oh
smart
no.
enough. He is smart enough that he will get a job right out of
Mm.
college. He
See
programs at
though,
9.
See though, like, do kids ever stop? Like, cause my mum like was so fucking happy the day I moved out. She like was so happy I was moving out. But now it's constantly like, "What are you up to? Miss you? Anything you need a hand with?" You know. So like, you'll say that, you'll be like out the
True.
fucking door, and then the moment they move out, you'll be like, "Oh, come back, please."
I mean, I miss him every summer when he goes to his dad's. So like, I
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
I know that like, I live.
Yeah,
4,
even when he's like fucking 30 years old, you'll still be like, "Shit, that's
to
my."
be fair, I live 4 blocks from my mom. She calls me daily asking me why I don't come over.
Well,
She's
that's
like,
terrible. You
why?
should go see her more. Stop neglecting her. Go see her.
So she lives with my brother and my sister. She has
You
children
can
to
go
give her
round for
attention.
dinner. Just.
No, because her oven doesn't work right now. So
All right. Okay.
so going over
Okay.
there for dinner would mean having to come back to my house, cook the dinner, and then bring it to her, which I do. I do that. I'll make extra of whatever we're eating for dinner and then just bring it over.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Um,
Sick.
I'm nice. I'm sweet. Not to the people who think I'm a bully on Twitter. Is that true? It's all in good fun and a joke.
Yeah, people like. I went through like there's like the Scottish community on YouTube is like a really fucking weird thing, and
The fact
I
that
went
there's
through
a
this phase.
Scottish community.
Yeah, it's awful because like not to like I think in my own opinion like 90% of the Scottish community just make terrible, awful shit. Like it's just
Right.
all about being Scottish. But I went through this phase on Twitter like just telling people they had terrible content as like. I thought it was like satire, and now everyone in the community in Scotland thinks I'm just this horrible person, just because like I don't think people are serious people on Twitter. It's fucking Twitter. Like everything I say is like sprinkled with a layer of irony. Who actually takes what you tweet seriously?
I
It's
mean,
mental.
I so Chubbs uploaded today, right?
I heard about this. I haven't seen it.
I watched it. It's just an explanation on why he's been gone for the last 8 months.
See, I didn't know he was gone, which is just my own ignorance. But how long was he gone?
8 months.
Oh shit. Okay.
But
Was there like a big reason?
yeah, he became demotivated and just would have rather like drink and stuff rather than post content.
Oh shit. Shit.
But like I tweeted out that I was glad to see they uploaded, and somebody was like, I expected better from you. He scammed a kid, and like I thought you were like the moral one on YouTube. I'm like, sure, yeah, I'll go after pedophiles all day long. I will tear those people down. Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
He scammed a 13-year-old. He apologized. It's in the past. He's learned. He's 20 maybe. So he's still like within a range where as long as he doesn't repeat it, it's just a mistake that he made.
Yeah, and I'm very for like kind of separating the art with the artist. You know, like the person that replied to you with that is probably like the same person that listens to like XXXTentacion. Like, you know what I mean? Like people
Yeah.
seem to like it's okay for certain people to do like the most heinous shit, but because they do something that I like, it's fine. But I'll turn around to like everyone's a shitty person. Everyone's gonna do really fucked up shit. If you enjoy what they make, then just fucking enjoy
I
what they
mean,
make.
to be
like,
fair, I'm actually friends with Chubbs, so like on top of
Yeah,
all
like,
that,
if-
like
if
it's like,
someone comes out and they're like, "Hey, I've been going through some like fucking addiction issues. Like, I'm not coping very well. Hey, one time I scammed a kid." I don't think that's worth like telling them like, "Oh, I'm never gonna fucking appreciate what they make or they should like fuck off." Like, people go through some shit. Like, if
Exactly.
you enjoy what they make, just leave it. Like, it's content. No one has to be the greatest person in the world.
to be honest,
Just leave
I am not the bastion of moral superiority. I'm not the person that everyone should be basing their morals on
Mm.
at all. But
Mm.
that's not because I'm a shitty person. There's an exposed video coming out of me. No,
Mm.
no, I'm just 32, divorced. I have a kid, and I make YouTube content. And I started all of this up again just because I was having troubles making friends in real life.
Yeah. Like
that's the reason
everyone
why
has,
I created YouTube.
yeah,
Sorry.
and everyone has flaws, so I don't get why we expect like, oh, if someone blows up on YouTube, they should be this like, picture perfect human being. It's like, no. Every single person that you care about on YouTube probably has done some fucked up shit. Let's just cut out.
Most of my fucked up shit is screenshotting what people say to me on Tinder and showing it on Twitter.
I mean, that if it's funny, it's funny. If it's fucked up, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
You don't need to see it.
Yeah, other people need to people need to see that this is not okay to speak to people like this, like online. Even like the things I get told, the things I posted on my Twitter are some of the most uncomfortable comments ever. So I started asking people on Tinder like a specific question. I was like, "Hey, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?"
Yeah.
I just unmatched from somebody who said it would be X-ray vision. I asked why. He said the clearly obvious, so that way he could see whatever he wants. I went, fair enough. He goes, it's better than asking, right?
Oh my god.
I'm like,
oh.
I was like, unmatched.
Take and apologize later.
I screenshot it and unmatched from him.
Fucking hell.
Because
like, there's people out there that are doing that and go, this'll get me places.
Yeah.
This is gonna work. Fucking hell.
Yep.
No, I'm out the loop.
You're lucky that you're happily in a relationship that sounds pretty decent.
Yeah, I couldn't. I had Tinder when it like first came out for like a few months, and I couldn't do it. I'm not that. I used to like, I'd message someone and they'd message me and then we'd chat for like 2 seconds and then it would end, and Tinder is like a weird area for me. I like human contact.
I've gone on one like actual real technically I've gone out with 2 different people on Tinder in 3 dates. And like that means I went on a second date with somebody. And I mean actual dates, meaning they weren't trying to sleep with me initially.
Oh well.
And I'm going.
Yeah, because like I know people in. Yeah, I know people in real life that like have been in years worth of relationships from things on Tinder. So I'm not bashing Tinder.
No.
I just realised I sounded like I was saying it's a load of shite. But just from I could not like I can't.
Maybe it's because you're in Scotland.
Yeah, probably. But it's like
it's
I can't do the
Tinder.
whole. Yeah, I can't do the whole like message people and make it like be charming and shit. Like I actually had to. I made a pact with like myself. This is really sad. I made a pact with myself like a few years ago that I would refrain from using emojis unless absolutely necessary, because I'd realised I didn't know how to talk to people. Like I couldn't structure a sentence.
Oh my god, the noise is a dog. I swear.
You're just throwing shit in the background.
Come on. She's just gonna scratch
Seems like
the
a good
door
pooch.
unless I let her in.
Good pooch.
She's scared.
Just like stop talking to that weird Scottish
No,
person.
no. There was some really heavy wind. I.e. the reason why we had to re-record.
Oh, that took your power out.
Yeah, my power went out because of the wind.
Holy shit.
So
How big a storm is it? You got a tornado on the way?
That being said, there was a tornado like not that far from me recently. And I live on the west coast of the United States of America. Not where tornadoes normally are.
See, like, because, like, the UK never has anything. Like, our weather's just shit, but it's not dangerous. You see, when I see shit like hurricanes and tsunamis, that stuff is... You see how people in, like... I don't know if the west of America is like... But you know how earthquakes are, like, kind of common?
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Is that common where you are?
They were when I was younger, like, so...
Because that's mental to me. I've never, ever experienced an earthquake, and I don't think I would do well.
From the time I was, like... For as long as I can remember, like, I think it was, like, 3 or 4, until I was in junior high, or I want to say, like, in the UK terminology, like, year 8.
Oh, shit, no, Scotland's different. I have no idea what year 8.
I
Yeah,
was like,
Scotland and England are completely different, which is really
I don't
difficult.
know.
But yeah,
I
year
was
8 I
like,
think is like 13.
okay, so yeah, I was like 14 or something.
Right. Okay.
We had a huge earthquake that like rattled the fuck out of my school,
Oh shit.
and like actual like bricks were coming down and stuff off the top of the school because it was an
Holy
old
hell.
school. And my my lunch ladies, they like let us out like while there was the earthquake was happening, so we were in like a war zone.
Isn't it like?
It's
Isn't that some weird
dangerous.
thing that you have to stand under like a door?
Yeah, but we were in like a basement of a building, which is where the lunchroom
Oh.
was. So
Right.
if the school collapsed,
If
we would've
everything
been
fell in,
crushed.
you're just. Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
So the lunch ladies got scared and like just released us, and yeah, I haven't felt like an earthquake bigger than like this is gonna be irrelevant to you, but it's bigger, no bigger than like a 3.0 maybe, which is like
Yeah.
very
Like,
very very small.
very mild. That's a 3 point on the
Um,
Richter scale.
Exactly. My son's never experienced an earthquake.
I'm guessing most of them it's just like a slight jiggle.
Yeah, but we're like Washington State's actually due for another big one, to be perfectly honest, and that's the worrying part because the last time we had a big one, I got to see floor move like waves.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, that shit. No, I can't. I'd love to like move to America just to experience it, but for shit like that, I couldn't do it. I'd freak out.
I
No
mean,
way.
just don't live on the
No
West
way.
Coast. Don't live in the
Yeah,
middle.
but I think
Okay, so here's what you
you
do.
guys have issues in every certain part. And I'm like, no,
Except
it's like
for
Australia. I couldn't
Maine.
move there.
I mean, Maine you could move to. You'd be fine.
Yeah, I need somewhere where it's like. I like that the UK gets warm summers and cold winters. I need somewhere like that. I don't like to deal with like LA heat. Like nah.
Yeah, so I would say the Northeast might be best because like they get really nice summers and they get actual snow in the winter.
Oh yes, that's it. That's the dream. The fucking dream.
I lived in that area, and after one winter, I moved back to Washington because I hate snow. I love
Yeah,
the
snow
rain.
is-
If I'm going to live in a state that's going to be cold, it better just be gloomy skies and rain.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
Washington.
I mean,
Or
I like
or,
snow,
or
but it's
the south of England, pretty much. Same
no,
place.
not the south of England. Fuck the south of England.
No, I would never move to the south of England. I don't want to. I don't want to get like acid attacks and fucking stabbed.
Oh yeah, no. Like I live in Manchester at the moment, and that's like the furthest south I'll go. Like all I hear from everyone in Manchester is that the further south you go, the like the worse the people
Speaking
get.
of, I might actually be moving to England in 2 years if everything.
Holy shit.
Yeah, if everything goes according to plan. That includes Article 13. That includes Brexit. So things I have literally no control over. As long as everything goes to a specific plan that I have in my mind. Yeah, I'm gonna be moving to like the Yorkshire area.
Yorkshire. I don't. I'm not too familiar with England as a map, but I think that's not far from where I am at the moment.
Well, nowhere
sure
is
I've
that
been.
far on by train.
Yeah, I mean, true. Yeah, I mean, I can go back to if I drive back to Scotland, it's like 3 hours, and like I think that's a long drive, but like I hear people in America doing like
I mean, I traveled
week's
for
worth of
like
driving.
I drove from Washington to New Hampshire, and that took a week because we stopped to actually sleep. And
shit.
then we drove from New Hampshire to Georgia, and then back from Georgia to New Hampshire, and then back from New Hampshire back to Washington. Not all at once. Like that was we drove for a week. We stayed for a couple of days. Then we drove down to Georgia. We stayed there for a month, 2 months, and then we moved back and we lived in New Hampshire for like 8 months before we drove back to Washington.
Mental. See, I like the UK. I think we always forget like just the scale of America. we have this idea of America in our head, but it's like
No,
we
like
could never have like a fucking stereotype of America because it's just so vast.
I
It's
mean, you
insane.
guys, I think Texas would be a better explanation of like the UK.
Yeah, we think of like hamburgers, like
No, I'm just saying like
kind of.
the size of the UK is effectively
Oh, it's like-
Texas.
Is it? I was.
I think
like,
I think it is that like because Texas is large. Like it takes a couple days to travel from one side of Texas to the other.
See, that's crazy. Like one little pocket of your country is like our entire, and like ours is even multiple fucking countries put
Yeah.
together. That's the scariest part. Oh, no way. Crazy.
So no, like, I understand like the reasons why it wouldn't be worth it to live in the U.S. The reasons why I kind of sort of debated on moving to the U.K. had nothing to do with YouTube, had nothing to do with any a person, like a specific person. It had everything. Well, I mean, it did, but the person's my 9-year-old. It had everything to do with I'm starting to get more and more scared of school shootings and his school being a part of them.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It's like an actual issue that, like, in the UK, we just don't have
You
that
know
as
what's
a problem.
stupid? I remember a time when there wasn't school shootings. Like I remember when Columbine happened.
Fucking hell.
I am that fucking old. I know I know like saying old is a joke, but like sometimes I feel it because like I'll say something and people are like, "Really? You remember that?" Like
Yeah, it's
it's
insane. Yeah, it's fucked up.
I remember
Hey.
before the Berlin Wall came down.
No. That was in. Wait.
That was like
Wait.
1991, I think, or 1990
Oh,
or
I thought it was
1989.
1989, but that
Yeah,
was wrong. Is it? Oh, I don't know.
I think
I don't
it's
know history.
1989. But
Lol. That's insane. Yeah, because I get weirded out when like I'll talk to someone who was like born after the millennium, and I'm just like, what? What? That's not right. Fuck
yeah,
that.
November 9th, 1989. So I was just about, I was almost 3.
Well, I was not even existing.
Yep.
Good shit. Good shit.
So
Yeah, you
there
should come to the UK.
Yeah.
UK's good. Kinda. Go to move to don't know how it works, but move to Scotland and then raise your child there because we have free education.
Well, to be fair, I would super do that, but I have somebody who's offering me like a place to live in England. So like,
Oh,
you can't
yeah.
turn down
You can't turn down that. Yeah. Screw it. Screw it. He can be in debt. He can pay those uni debts.
I mean, to be fair, I'm still in debt, like $60,000.
See, that's great. Like, because like now I live in England, everyone I work with is like in 60 odd grand of debt, and I'm just like, what? And they're like, yeah, because in Scotland we just don't pay. It's crazy. We just get it free.
I now have a puppy on my lap. She like
Oh,
she like walked over to me and she's like wagging her tail like, let me up.
please help. Give me a hug.
No, but yeah, I could never imagine not being in debt for college. Like I would love to not be in debt. Like especially since my degree is so like annoyingly specific. And I was stupid. Like I went for like an IT degree, but then I made sure to get my emphasis to be in multi-platform software development. So like,
I
fuck
don't
me.
even know.
Like that means like literally my like all of my skill set is programming something that can work on both a tablet, a phone, a computer, and a Mac.
Oh, right. Okay, I get you. I get you. Right.
Multi-platform.
I mean, it could be worse. You could have done what I did and went and got a fucking art degree, and then
True.
everyone's like, "Why didn't you just not get a degree?" I don't fucking know. Oh, yeah, bad career choices. Put up to that.
Let me guess, you wanted to be a director.
No, I don't know what the fuck. I just didn't want to do tests, so I took an art degree. I mean, I work as a videographer and graphic designer now, so it's not too
Okay.
bad. So I kind of slightly made it out of the art degree thing, but still I have an art degree, so it's like a wall, a meme. Yeah.
You have one of the top 3 worst degrees to get.
Yeah. I
One of
mean,
the other ones is
it-
political science and then philosophy.
oh right. In the UK, our big joke's people that take English lit. If you take
Yeah,
English
that's
literature,
another one
like
too. Yeah, yeah.
what the fuck are you gonna do with that? Like,
Teach.
what yeah, teach or be a librarian. Those are your 2 options, and most of the time they don't want to be either. They want to be an author, and it's like just fucking write a book then. Let's go write a book. Jesus.
No.
I like how we literally went in the weirdest loop ever. How did we even start that? And we got into the weather in America to natural disasters to living in England.
The
Amazing.
natural progression of conversation.
Yeah. I can't even remember. Like, there was a YouTube topic that somehow made it there. That's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
that's what YouTube's missing. Is just this.
Yeah, like I love doing this. I love just recording these conversations. I love just being able to put not only a little bit of myself, but a lot of the creators that I'm with, like, out for the world to see. Like, because who knows, one day you might blow up, and who cares if I get views from it? But your fans or your hardcore fans will come and see this, and be like, oh shit. He's actually just a real dude. He's not just some guy who sits there and like over edits his videos.
Yeah, because like that was it's weird. I think what you're doing on your channel is really cool because like the people you interview, it's like some of them their channels are huge, but they're at that level where like they're big on YouTube to that community, but no one's really interviewing them, and they don't have that outlet for people to kind of like. You know, like celebrities and shit will get on random podcasts all the time, so if you want to hear them talk about things, you can hear it. With that side of YouTube, it's not a thing. So what you're doing is really... It's great because, for, like, someone like The Right Opinion, I sat and listened to the podcast with him, and it's like, just getting to hear that person as a normal human being is so weird, because like, his videos are so scripted. Yeah, like, because... Yeah, it's just really cool. Like people like Quiet and stuff. When I was listening to the interviews with him, I was like, "That's really cool." Because not many people would give them this platform to just talk.
No, like I would, and this all started from drama. Like me doing the interviews all started from like a video that I made for somebody, like an interview that I made of someone because they were in drama, and I realized that I didn't want to be like surrounded by drama. So like instead of focusing on people who are in drama, I was just like, why don't I just have conversations with people?
And that should be the goal at the end of the day. Like, I don't understand people that like flourish with the whole drama like thing on YouTube. Like, it's so boring to me. It's like
it's really boring.
Why does anyone give a shit? Like, how many times can we talk about fucking what's the big drama at the moment? Like, how many times can we talk about? Yeah, like who actually gives a shit about KSI and his brother having an argument? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's cringy that they're doing it publicly on YouTube, but that's about it.
It's insane. Yeah.
Like, do you know what I care more about? The fact that there are people who use the acronym MAPS and no maps on Twitter. I care more about that.
That's a fucking issue.
That
is. There's like, so much bigger shit going on in the world than KSI and his fucking brother.
I don't care about Logan Paul or Jake Paul or whoever they're dating or not dating or whatever at the time. I don't care about the beauty community whatsoever and their, oh my god, cancel culture with the N-word. Fuck, I don't care. Say no Quebec as much as you want.
Because I got really bummed out. It's probably just going to sound like I'm annoyed with content, but I got really bummed out like a week or something ago because I went on YouTube on my sub feed and I was like, it came up and it was like, I'm Alex, Quite, and someone else, I can't remember.
Gabby
all
Hanna.
Creators I like. Yeah, all creators I like were making this fucking same video on a fucking 10-second meme of someone singing a little out of tune. And I was like, culture is fucked. Like, why are we watching this? Who gives a shit? I was like, these creators I actually like, but it's gotten to the point where now they're just talking about the most mundane shit as if we care. Like, who actually cares? Like, I'm just past the point with, like, people making content for the sake of making it. I feel like it's everyone at this point, because it's like, oh, I just need to upload. So let me just talk about this 10-second meme and stretch it out.
Oh, no, yeah, or, like, talk about a picture for 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's gotten to that point where it's like, at what point does this, like, start being, like, when does people realise this isn't funny, or, like, this is annoying? Like, and it's the fact that all the people in the commentary community, I'm not just calling it the commentary community, but a lot of them that I enjoy will all make the exact same video.
All around the same time.
It's like and it's like they have no issue with it. They're like, let me just say the same shit that everyone else is saying. And a lot of the time, if you put their videos next to each other, there's huge parts that are just identical. And you're like, why? Why? It's just mental to me. It's like, yeah, I kind of need to like somewhat care about something I'm talking about to even want to make the video.
I attempt to care. No, I lie. I care about like literally every topic I've made an unfiltered rant on, or I wouldn't have made it. Like my last one was on YouTube Rewind, and literally the only part of YouTube Rewind I had a problem with is when they slowed down like all the craziness to like talk about political shit, and I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah,
Like,
no, but like with YouTube Rewind is an issue, and I think a lot of like YouTubers should talk about it. But does every YouTuber need to talk about it? That's my question. Like,
exactly.
can we not just have a few that are there to do that, and the rest find something else? Like, I don't need every commentary channel doing the same video over and over. We get it. Like, YouTube Rewind sucks, and we should all be annoyed at it. But just if someone makes a video saying all the shit you're gonna say, go, okay, they've made it. Like, I don't need to.
Just tweet it out, be like, I was gonna make this video, but go watch this guy instead.
Yeah, exactly. So I just think we're at that point where it just seems that no one really cares anymore. Like let's just make a video because it's.
Let's just make a video to make money.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I wanted to make this video, but I can't swear or do this, put this music in it because I'll get flagged and then I can't get paid. So let me just talk about the same shit everyone else is talking about.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, great. Yeah, YouTube is just fucked. Totally fucked.
I mean, it doesn't help that the content ID system and everything like that is fucking horseshit. Like, I got copyright claimed, by the way. It did. For an interview. I did. With
what?
Scrubby.
And what was it saying? Like, some song?
It was claiming, like, 1 minute of video footage from surf gameplay.
No.
Yeah, because, like... Great.
See,
Dog's barking.
It's mental because, like, it's gone to the
drop it.
more restricted than YouTube, than TV.
Yeah.
Like, at least if you make a TV show, you know you're gonna get paid. These people on YouTube are like putting all these work in, and then it's just like, oh, they might have just
gotten
some company
a video deleted, like what happened with Tro.
Yeah, and then like there was a thing the other day I saw that Nick the Smoker got taken down.
Yep.
And I was like, what the fuck? I love Nick the Smoker. I was like, holy shit, we need to talk about it. And then he came back and I was like, thank fuck. I don't smoke, but I need to watch that boy just smoke cigarettes. It gets me through the day. But yeah, it's like
the things that get you through the day.
Yeah, that's the type of stuff.
Mine are mostly bullying fire sale.
Everyone has their I don't even know the word for it.
Oh my god, devils. Stop, dog! I let her out.
I'm fucking excited.
She's just wanting in so badly. She wants in because she knows she's the only one allowed to. Of the 3 dogs. Because she's the only one.
Why is she the only one?
Because she can't poop everywhere. They're like Chihuahua dachshunds.
Little yappy things.
They can be.
Yeah. I mean, my mum and dad have like 3 Lasso Apsos, so I'm pain of little yappy dogs.
I'm actually going to go in a second because I gotta eat food before I go do mom things.
That's true.
Oh my god, dog. So I'm gonna say I'm going to end the video right here. Thank you so much, Casual Guy, for like being here and talking with me. I'm gonna make sure to link your YouTube channel and your Twitter down in the description down below so that people can come check you out and bug the hell out of you on Twitter. Send him all your shittiest memes.
No, thank you for having me. This was genuinely a lot of fun. I enjoy just talking shit.
Don't forget, you guys, if you guys have anybody that you would like to see me interview or any topics you'd like to see me talk about, leave them in the comments down below, or you can message me on Twitter or Instagram. Also, you can join the Discord server where I am all the time, even though you might not think I'm there. So, thank you guys, and have a good day.